here in Seattle. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy it when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, ready to get underway. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. The pitch.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 3. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here comes a 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And makes the grab. 1 away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
1 out, bases empty. And that one hammered way back there. And it is gone. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Who doesn't love watching Mike Trout smash home runs? His swing just sounds different. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 1 out, nobody on. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Line drive. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And now, Zach Neto. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Schanuel leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Fastball for a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Two outs. This one in the dirt. Got him. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starting pitcher, Yusei Kikuchi.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Hit in the air out to center field. Adele makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Mariners are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Yoan Moncada. Fastball in for a strike. Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Moncada tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And that's a swing, according to umpire Mike Fillmore.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Stepping in, Luis Rengifo. Outside with a breaking ball.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
In the dirt, ball 3. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Joe Adele. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Moore hauls it in to end the inning. And the Angels are gone in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the second. Now it's Randy Arozarena. The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Struck him out looking.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Two and one now, and that's down and away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Now batting Mitch Haniger. Man at first, one away.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Raley, the runner at first with two gone. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save! Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man on second, two down. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Most of the time, first basemen make those picks in the dirt look pretty easy, but that was a tough one on his backhand side right there. He got his glove down and gave it a good effort, just couldn't get it to stick in the pocket. So, unfortunately, his teammate gets tagged with an error.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Runners on first and third, two away. Bottom half of inning number two. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
On to the third inning. The batter now, Taylor Ward. A little out front there as he swings through it. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
That's the ball. 2-1.
Just
That's the
missed.
ball. 3-1.
And that's ball
Ball four.
4.
Take it,
Tried
baby.
another splitter, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now the DH, Jorge Soler. Pickoff throw.
He's safe.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, that's 1. And that's 2. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Angels 2 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Got him swinging.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. Two down, nobody on. That one the other way. And that gets down for a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And the Mariners set down 1, 2, 3.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode.
Back in Seattle, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nolan Schanuel. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Rips that one center field. Rodriguez puts it away. One down.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Swings through that one for strike two.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Curveball drops in there. Not close with that one, and the count's even at 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Angels held. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Here's a 1-1.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Ball 2.
The M's trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2-2 on the way. And that one upstairs.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Trout takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
That clips the corner. Next offering way off the plate.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing across here this half. We've played 4. Angels 2 and the Mariners nothing. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now Yoan Moncada. Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Trent Thornton getting ready to go. Spire also throwing. Line to left, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. Man at second. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Out there to center. Rodriguez racing after it. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Logan Gilbert out of the game, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Trent Thornton gets the call from the pen. One down. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Runner on the go. In the air, right side of the infield. Moore makes the play, and there's two down. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
One ball.
Adele off of first with two away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner on the move. In the air, out towards left center. Rosarena moving under it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Mitch Haniger. Fouled off down the right side. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And If he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Now a chance for Jorge Polanco.
Ball.
The changeup missing.
2-1.
And the count 2-1. Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Line drive. And foul ball. 3-2 now. On the ground at first.
Foul.
And that's just foul. That's a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. And now just a 2-run deficit.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here's Dylan Moore.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Step off throw to first. Polanco back in his stomach.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That's off the mark. And now 3-1.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yusei Kikuchi done for the afternoon. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Ben Joyce.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
First and second, 1 out. And now the right fielder, Victor Robles. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one drifts inside.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Check swing, called strike.
Count's full.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Action in the Angels bullpen. Kenley Jansen getting loose out there. Burke, the power lefty, up as well. Next offering misses. Ball 2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
They get the force. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Left field, way back there. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1.
You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
And now Nolan Shanuel. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Hit on the ground to short. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
2 down, bases empty. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back in Seattle, and now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And a ball evens the count. This one in the air right field. And it's caught for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Puts it away for the out.
Yeah, we got this.
Now batting, number 6.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Luke Raley.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3. 3-1.
That one in triple digits.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ben Joyce done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Kenley Jansen. Mitch Haniger will hit next.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap.
There goes the runner. Pitch outside. Throw to second, and great jump. Raley at second with 2 down.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Tying run at the plate. Pitch misses there. 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Mariners leave a couple, and they trail it. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Edward Bizardo.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here comes Yoan Moncada.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Next pitch is outside. And that one fouled off. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a good start to the inning. And the batter now, Luis Rengifo. And that misses. 2-1.
You know, these Angels, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
There's the strike, 95 of that one. Stays alive. Grounder might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's the center fielder, Joe Adell. Outside, and that's ball 2. swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Up the middle, more. They take the force out, and the inning is over. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. 7th inning stretch time. Angels 4, and the Mariners 1. And we're back, bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. One and 2 now.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there, and typically if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement, but still that one tied him up and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
One down, base is empty, and there's a foul ball. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Down to the last out for the Mariners. Here's Victor Robles. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
That misses, and it's 2-1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
At the plate, Julio Rodriguez. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game. 4-1 the